No.
Good afternoon. So, newspapers are a thing of the past. Me and my group A, Team A, we are agreed that the newspapers are a thing of the past. So, first I'm going to talk about the facts. You can see every day newspapers in the shop. Just the shop actually just sell one or two newspapers for the old ladies or but all of the rest of them just go to the recycling or the food to eat on it. This is the one way. Actually, if you use the newspaper, you can wait until the morning, come and buy a new newspaper. But if you use like a tablet for the internet for newspaper, you can see the newspaper every time in the day. Also, people want their news faster, not waiting every day for the morning and go to buy from the shop. This is my point, and I hope you understand all this fact.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I and my teammate will prove that newspapers are not thing of the past based on three facts. First, newspaper is more reliable. Second, based on statistics, right now in United States, more than 98 billion people every day read newspaper. And the third one is because not everywhere have internet access.
Good afternoon, everyone. We agree with this argument because people no longer consume media in a linear way. People prefer to pick and choose what news they consume. For example, if I want the sports news, I have to buy the whole newspaper. While in Twitter, I can follow only the interesting thing for me.
Team B.
Newspapers are more reliable because there are thousands of news in internet, but who knows whether it's the truth or not. And there are so many gossip news in the internet, you cannot believe that. In the newspaper, but in our from history, we can tell in the newspaper it's more reliable. And also to reply that the shop is only sell like one or two newspapers, that I can tell that's not true. Just the fact in Shanghai, there are millions of newspapers. It's called Shanghai Daily News. It's millions of newspapers sell every day, like by mail to everyone's home, and also they never die. So you can never say the newspaper is out of date. Thanks.
My group want to say that newspapers are a thing of the past because newspaper cannot be environmentally sustainable. You know that to produce newspaper, we have to cut down trees, and cutting down trees can lead to many consequences. And according to statistics, New York Times throw 520 pounds of waste, which equals to approximately 4.25 trees per reader a year. And you know that cutting down trees can lead to deforestation, soil erosion, and it can affect the lives of people in many countries, especially developing countries. As a result, producing newspaper can lead to reducing the quality of environment. For that reason, we think that newspaper are a thing of the past.
First, I should say, as our opponent said that the newspaper is not is environmental. I should say that the paper almost can recycle, and the electric machine that include in plastic and many material cannot recycle. I think the news report is not recycled as our opponent said. And second is that I think the opponent said that the news report is always approve many information that we do not read. But I think say that they can, if you read the news report, you can open your mind. You don't know what you want to say, and when you read the news report, you will kind of the information the outside people want you to know, and you will understand what will happen outside, not just narrow down your own work, just search what you want to read in the internet. And last, I would say that the internet is the news reporter have their own value as the book. We can collect them as the value. I mean, we can see that in the first floor of the internet library, we can see a book that's in the glass that is very valuable. You can collect them as a history document, but if the internet information on the internet is not this function. Thank you.
As you said, yes, you can see books, see things of the past, and there may be glass. But I think that there might be the place that they have to be are probably in a museum or something like that, because the technology increases, and we know that new things are discovered, and we have to leave some things in the past, like newspapers. We know that not just internet, but through TV, through channels like BBC, CNN, you can learn about the news. Things that save our forests, ways that make our world better, caring about sustainability, as the Gordon said, and things that will make our world better. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. They said only a little part of the newspaper is sold, and the rest of them is thrown away. But this is not right. We saw it from this perspective and from this side. But my brother and my parents, they never use the internet. All the news they get from the newspaper. So the newspaper is readable by everyone, but not the internet. Not everyone can use the internet and know the best size to read from the internet. And also, I can write in the internet. You can write in the internet. Anyone can write in the internet. But the newspaper, only the authors who has knowledge and degrees can write in that. So we give them the right to write on the internet, the newspaper. Sorry. So the newspaper will respect these authors. But the internet, anyone can write on it. It's not like reliable. And he said it's by the internet we can read the news at all times of the day, the morning, the afternoon, anytime. That's right. The internet is important to read the news, but that not means to cancel the newspaper. The newspaper is important and has its importance. Thank you.
Okay. We'll hear closing arguments from each side, B and then A. 90 seconds.
Good afternoon, everybody. The newspaper has some uses in our lives, especially in Europe. Can the elders operate gadgets and access the internet to see the news? No, of course not most of the elders. I have a father who is around 40 years old, and he hates using the internet to get the news. He usually goes to the grocery and buys the news himself and read it himself. So as a final comment, I would like to say there will be a time when the internet will be crashed and the newspaper will come back. And newspaper must be circulating until I die, even if I have to pay my blood for that to keep going. Thank you very much.
In the light of what we have said, we are living in the world that changed quickly, and also we are living in the internet age, where immediacy is everything. A newspaper can often contain out of that information by the time that it's issued. But we have to keep up in this improvement of our lives. We have to keep up in this in our lives. So our lives change. Our lives is changed by the internet. So we have to move up and adapt ourselves to these changes. I know newspaper was, and we believe that it was in the past, because then by the internet it makes the news really fast. And also, if we are talking about the trustful thing about the internet, you have to go to the trustful website for seeking the news, like CNN, BCC, or whatever it was. Also, we have to focus on the purpose of the news, not how to deliver the news. Our purpose is to know the news, not to how it delivers. So we want to know the news at the moment, not by one day to another. That's it.
All right, thank you.
That's
That's it. That's it. That's it. That was it.
Last two.
Have a seat. Have a seat. Sorry. It's over. It's over.
Disqualified.
No, he's not disqualified. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So Rita, if you won't vote this time, don't vote this time. So you have 9 students. So of the 9 students, if you felt that Team A had the strongest arguments, please
Should we
raise
get out?
your hand. No, you can stay here. Team A had the strongest arguments. Please raise your hand. 1, 2. Not you. If you thought Team B had the stronger arguments, raise your hand. Team B has won the final debate. All right.
I know that is because they are not response to their question, just like
You're a sore loser.
You are a sore loser. Yeah, no problem winning. No problem with the win, but every problem with the loss. All right, so Team B won 1 and 3, and Team A won 1. Thank you for being such a wonderful audience, for your participation.
Guys, I love you.
They were comparing like news, New York Times versus Twitter.
Versus Twitter?
Yes,
Yeah.
they are not comparing
Apples and oranges.
the
Yeah.
physical times along with the internet ones.
Yeah.
So they are misconceptions. I'm sorry, you are arguing something out of the box. But because the audience are not knowledgeable, you get it.
Well, that's right, and that's why you win, because the others are not knowledgeable, then they win.
However, they were discussing something out of the box.